Hi Sakafet, I'm Roma and welcome to my kitchen. Today I will be making a delicious Caribbean style beef and pumpkin soup. If you want to see how I make this recipe, keep watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Now let's get cooking. To start our soup, we first have to cook our meat, and we want to get the meat really soft before we start adding our other ingredients. So we're going to put some water in and just add the meat to that and let it boil. If you notice, I'm using a big stock pot because we like a lot of that soup. So here we go. Put this on high. Now my beef, I had it seasoned with some Maggi seasoning and just some beef stock. That was sitting in the fridge overnight, so it helps to tenderize the meat and just give it a delicious flavor. So let's just pour that in there. That's so nice, this meaty beef. And this beef comes with the bone, it's just soup. So we're just going to cover that and bring it to a boil. We are going to add pigtails to our soup, and this pigtail is salted and pickled. It's used in a lot of Caribbean cooking. What we do with this is boil it. We want to do that for a couple times to get all that salt out of it before we actually add it to our soup. We just add some water to it. Okay, and then you put it on and you turn on the stove. This is going to cook for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to empty the water and then do it again for another 10 minutes. The beef is starting to boil. I'm just going to turn it down to a simmer, about medium, and just leave it for 1 hour without opening it. And my pigtail over here is boiling. Same thing, I'm just going to turn it down and leave it for 10 minutes, and then I will empty the water and do it all over again for another 10 minutes. These are all the ingredients we are going to use to make the soup. The amounts will be listed in the description box. We have some carrots, celery, some Caribbean pumpkin, red split peas, some Christophine or chocho, some edos, onions, garlic, green onions, thyme, hot pepper, beef bouillon, some Goya seasoning, and some Maggi seasoning. You want to wash those red lentils really well. Get all the starch off of it, and then you're going to add it to your pot. We're just going to cover that back, and we want that pumpkin to cook and dissolve completely, so we get the taste but also rich color as well. And now we're going to turn it down to a medium and just leave it to continue cooking. Let's check the pigtails. smells? Oh yeah, that looks fine. All right, so now I'm just going to take that over to the sink and drain it. Get some cold water on there. Now, as you can see, the fat on the pigtail, it's all cooked, and you know what? It's going to make it so much easier to cut it off than if I did it when it was raw. You can see the fat. I don't like the fat, so I'm going to cut that all off. And I learned this little trick from my grandmother as a kid, and she would cut all the fat. She cooked it first, and then she would sit there and clean it up and make sure it's nice and clean and cut all the fat out. And so that was her way of doing it, and I guess I just kept doing it like that. Now you're going to add your carrots and your celery. Then you add your onions, garlic, fresh thyme, add your cooked pigtails, Christophine, Edo's, half of your green onions, 2 Maggi seasoning cubes, 1 pack of Sazon, 2 packets of beef bouillon, one hot pepper. Now you just cover it and let it cook. So at this point, we are going to mix our ingredients to make some dumplings. And in Caribbean cooking, when you make soup, you need dumplings. In one bowl, you're going to add a cup of all-purpose flour, then a cup of whole wheat flour, and then 1 cup of cornmeal. Also, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Consistency, so you just check it. 1 check. Yeah, that's looking good. Now I'm going to get my gloves on. I have these food grade gloves that I like to use. So these are good. You can put it in your KitchenAid to knead it, but this little bit, it's easier to do by hand. So just get some of these gloves if you don't want to, like me, you have fingernails and you don't want to get it in the food. So you use these gloves, and we're just going to knead it. And as you can see, it's coming along. Now if you ever get it and it's too soft, all you have to do is just add some more all-purpose flour to it. Just dust it on until you get it to the right consistency. And as you can see, I've been doing this for so long, I know exactly how much, and this is just perfect. There you go. Approximately 3/4 of a cup of water, and that was enough to give me this nice dough. You can see it's really nice. Roll out your dough now, and then you're just going to cut it into small pieces and then add it to the soup. Add the rest of your scallions, Then cover it up and let it cook for about 30 minutes and it should be done. Let's check the soup on my spoon here. Oh wow, look at that. That is well done. Those dumplings fluff up nice. And the pigtail in there, and the meat, Christophine, carrots. Oh, that is awesome. Look at that. And here you have it, our delicious beef and pumpkin soup. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you again next time.